और आवाज़ नहीं आ रहा था, सॉरी फॉर दैट. वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम. लेट मी चेंज समथिंग फ्रॉम माई एंड. हैशटैग्स डाल देते हैं, विच इज चेस. मन की बात डाले क्या? मन की बात. वाह भाई, 5.8 के वीडियोस ही अच्छी. ओके ओके. वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम. कॉफ़ी बना लेता हूँ मैं पहले. मैंने कहा कॉफ़ी कैन वेट, स्ट्रीम कैन नॉट. व्हाट शुड वी डू टुडे? आज क्या करना चाहिए? मुंह में माइक क्यों साइड देना चाहिए क्या? मतलब वैसे आई डोंट नो इफ दिस इज़ अ रियल स्टारबक्स. मेरे को गिफ्ट में मिला है, बट आई डोंट नो इफ दिस इज रियल और नॉट. आई थिंक इट इज़. मतलब मैंने अपने आप को सेफ गार्ड करने के लिए बोल दिया, अगर वो बंदा देख रहा हो तो. बैड एग्ज़ाम्स यूनिवर्सिटी के, दैट्स आई कांट स्ट्रीम. बट द रियलिटी इज़ कि आई वाज मामा के घर था, मतलब घर पे था मैं, तो वहाँ पे स्ट्रीमिंग सेटअप तो नहीं ही होगा, बट स्टिल आई स्ट्रीम. लास्ट स्ट्रीम देख सकते हो आप, ऑडियो के साथ की थी हमने. ओनली ऑडियो, नो क्वालिटी. एग्ज़ाम में स्टिल आई, मतलब पढ़ा तो 2-3 घंटे ही. यूनिवर्सिटी के एग्ज़ाम्स में भी 2-3 घंटे ही पढ़ा मैंने. इट्स क्वाइट शॉकिंग कि भाई कितना कम सिलेबस है यार, कि 2-3 घंटे पढ़ के भी निकल जा रहा है. क्या करें, ह्यूमैनिटीज़. सिलेबस तो इतना बकवास है भाई. किस चूतिए ने सिलेबस लिखा है, आई डोंट नो. बहुत ही बकवास सिलेबस है, स्पेशली गुजरात यूनिवर्सिटी में. टॉकिंग अबाउट पॉलिटिकल साइंस, बट it will be same with other subjects as well. Okay, micro. This is okay, perfect. Let me check as well. क्योंकि चेक न करने में आधा घंटा चला जाता है इश्यू के साथ. फिर आधे घंटे के बाद बहुत रिग्रेट होता है. The regret that we get after half an hour of fucking it up. यानी चैनल पे जाके तो खुलेगा नहीं, देखो चैनल पे जाके तो खुलेगा नहीं. What an idiot. Perfect. Now वो परफेक्ट हो या ना हो, सिर्फ परफेक्ट कॉफ़ी बन जाए, बस इतना ही काफ़ी होगा. बिकॉज मैं इतना बड़ा चूतिया हूँ कि इतनी बार हर रोज़ कॉफ़ी बनाने के बाद भी आई डोंट नो व्हाट इज़ दैट परफेक्ट क्रिस्प mixture of water, like milk, कॉफ़ी, आइस, इन सब का एक जो परफेक्ट मिक्सचर है ना, कभी कभी अचानक से बन जाता है, लाइक वाह. बट देन अदर टाइम्स जस्ट रैंडमली चीज़ें डाल देता हूँ. ऑलवेज नाउ आई हैव टू नोट डाउन कि कब कॉफ़ी परफेक्ट बनी थी. तीन बजे गुड गुड इनफ. अब कोई चीज़ें बाहर रखने में जानी पड़ेगी, तो कमिंग इन 5 seconds. बैक. सोच रहा हूँ कि लाइट ऑन करूँ या नहीं, वो वाली. एंड डिसाइड, आई कैन नॉट डिसाइड. फक्ड अप, सोचने से ही फक्ड अप हो गया मैं. इनडिसाइसिव, बहुत बड़ा इंडिसाइड। ये हाँ बोल रहा है, पर रुक जाओ। ये ऐसे फीलिंग दे रहा है ना, वो धनुष पे बाण नहीं चढ़ाते सीता स्वयंवर और द्रौपदी स्वयंवर में, ऐसे ही करके, और फिर ऐसी फीलिंग होता है स्प्रिंग। But should we keep the light on or not? Let me ask someone. Wait a second. इंतज़ाम करते हैं अभी इसका कि क्या लाइट ऑन रहेगी या ऑफ रहेगी. I've come to the conclusion कि this is a good idea. To try this, you can also try it. Wait a second, I will reveal what I'm doing. Okay, maybe there are better ways to do it, like coin flip or not. But if you have many options, then what can you do? So, let me take you to my world. It's not my world. It's hello world. हो जा, शुरू हो जा मेरे भाई. I've started watching the series क्या Demon Slayer, first anime, like proper watching. I'm at 23 or 24th episode. Yes, quite liked it. I quite liked it till that Hashira meeting where they do what they do to Tanjiro. Because it's just like there are two main entities, demons and humans, and you are protecting humans from demons, and you are the main force or main weapon or main system that humans have created to fight against demons. You are the fucking demon slayers, and you don't have any logic or system to by which you will decide what to do. You do sit randomly. Even when your master arrives, your behavior is pathetic. Pathetic. That means pathetic. भाई हर शो में यही होता है कि जब भी if show is like making fun of itself by being aware, by staying aware, then it's okay to watch. But when things like this happen, that they try to make fool of the person watching, we know it is far from reality or any kind of that by some way of other this cannot work. But firstly, they are not addressing it. They're going with it with full seriousness, and it's not good. I mean, if they address it, then it's fine. But now real confusion comes. Before that, let me fix this one. Uh, 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 How do I put it? Correct. Now we'll stay self-aware. Key we have zero viewers. We can confirm zero matches zero. While taking a sip, I'm like just hugging this guy. Normally, this guy doesn't get love of me. इसको मैं स्ट्रीम के बाद निकाल के फेंक भी देता हूँ. But now this guy is getting love by chance. Should make a movie about it. Love by chance, man. Non-living things like this get love by chance. But our choice, random choice, gave us the answer. Light should be on. How about I do it again? Lights on. It didn't even flicker. Its choice remained same. Unlike me, I would, I would have said lights off immediately after saying lights on. Lights on, lights off, lights on, lights off. But fuck, now the confusion comes. Ki, do we believe that program or not? And it's also not about do we believe that program or not. It's about ki you don't care about that program, or you don't give a fuck about that program what it says. And the other thing is that at distance, if I measure from I mean where I'm sitting to switch, it will be around 1 to 1.5 foot. It's too much. Even if we compare the distance to the distance from sun here, from earth to sun, earth to sun distance is like this distance is some portion of earth to sun distance. Can you imagine? And for that fucking program, I cover the portion of earth to sun distance. What an idiot I will be if I do that. So that's why fuck that program. Fuck its choices. And now the other thing comes ki why did we do it in the first place if we didn't want it anything? So should we play chess or not? Chess or not? This guy got love again. Chess or not, or Juggernaut, or Juggernaut, और वो मॉन्स्टर कौन सा था? ह्यूमंगोसॉर. यस, ह्यूमंगोसॉर. मेरे को अचानक से याद आ गया ह्यूमंगोसॉर इन Ben 10. That was my favorite, or maybe second favorite. Favorite or second favorite. Maybe when I was child, it was my favorite. सुपर चैट लेट मी वेट, सुपर चैट कह रहा हूँ मैं। अबे अबे कब से बकवास कर रहा हो, आवाज़ ही नहीं आ रहा। चेक कर रहा हूँ साउंड। अच्छा, वो सेन 2 में नहीं आ रहा था आवाज़। दिस विल कंटिन्यू यार, आवाज़ के साथ की स्टोरी। मे बी when we have some viewers at the starting of stream, then this thing will die, otherwise every time आधी स्ट्रीम में आवाज़ नहीं आता। पिछली 2 स्ट्रीम से, तो 2-3 स्ट्रीम से। साला कीड़ा और घुस गया कॉफ़ी में। कैसे हो भाई? अच्छा, आप अबे कॉलेज का है ना तू? वेट अ सेकंड। भाविक, आप भाविक जी हैं या फिर और कोई हो? बिकॉज भाविक हैड टोल्ड मी कि उसका भी बहुत बड़ा नाम है यूट्यूब में, एंड उसने कमेंट किया था यूट्यूब पे। वेट अ सेकंड। टीटी, टीटी, व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय टीटी? Because I don't think so TT means table tennis. अब Ben 10 है बाढ़ में। लेट्स प्ले सम चेस। यहाँ पे भी आवाज़ नहीं आएगा क्या? टेबल टेनिस, बट yes, we had played table tennis first year. Mohit, yes, now I remember, correct, Mohit. But you had told me कि you don't stay हाँ भाई, आवाज़ आ रहा है। अब तो आएगा ही, अब तो आएगा ही। इतनी आधी स्ट्रीम में चला गया आवाज़, पर कोई बात नहीं. लेट्स प्ले सम चेस नाउ. बकचोदी के बाद अब थोड़ी चेस खेलते हैं. तूने तो बोला था भाई कि तू रात को नहीं जगता. कौन सा दिन है? कल है गुरुवार. अच्छा, कॉलेज नहीं होगा शायद से. Pawn is under attack. Let's save it. Now again it was under attack. C6. uh, how about I take, and he will win me. If I don't take, he'll push e5. Maybe bishop e7, or I can also go queen a5, give him a check, and then take. Let's see what happens. If he moves his knight back to c3, I'll take bishop over here. So this is kind of okay. Now should I bring my queen back? Only way I can do that is that way also my structure will get fucked. So let's say I play bishop here. Okay, bye bye, मिलते हैं कॉलेज में. Bye. He's not taking. I should castle long. Maybe bishop d5 was better to not let this knight move. Now I have to take, and I'll take. Let's castle long. Should I also put my bishop on d5? We can push h5, h4, rook g8, and that kind of stuff. Now my bishop is good. Now my bishop is this beautiful square bishop on g4, but what will it do? I don't have g pawn which I can pursue. Oh. I can also play a rook over here, but this pawn hangs. To bishop g4, if it pushes f3, that's weakening. If it brings this bishop here, I'm a little confused because I also want to like keep my other rook over here. I don't want to lose that file's control. Oh, now knight e5 is possible. Just because it's a fancy move, we're gonna play it. Can I go queen d5? No, I cannot. But I can put pressure on this pawn. And now I'm threatening to take. Okay. How about bishop takes? taking too much time. Bishop takes his queen will take. Rook takes. Or now he cannot take, but he'll take. Then should I take with the pawn or? It's a 2-second increment. अबे यार ये pawn भी गया. I can win from here if he exchanges queen. 3 plus 2. No, that was not needed. There's no weakness over there. What the fuck? Let's analyze. Because I have realized that if you don't analyze, no, you make same kind of mistakes again and again. Fine till here. Now to play bishop e4, which almost then you play knight b7. Now queen d8 back. You let him take your bishop. Queen takes d8 and you are in advantage because of this pawn without any support. What do you call that pawn? Whatever you call that pawn, whatever. But fine. Bishop takes d2. I had to play bishop takes d2. After this, queen b6 was better because it was a simple double attack. Knight b6 controlling d5 and also kind of protecting king. I go aggressive. f5, knight f6 and knight e4 was also a plan. Now knight e5. Maybe this is a brilliancy, is it? Queen b5, I had to go here. Bishop e6. Okay, bishop e6 does make sense because after bishop e6 queen moves and you are getting the square for your knight. Maybe not right away, but so after this you can do, takes this and queen. Okay, this pawn hangs, fine. And here as well it was equal. Only if I had found bishop e6, which is tough. You just move your queen when you have 8 seconds. Okay, if you have 8 seconds, you better pay for it. take with the, and now I get this pawn. Let's convert, try to convert. Key, how to convert when you're just a pawn up, but you're a player pawn up. Now don't give him any chances. You can win, right? Just by simple moves. Thinking, where should my bishop develop? Maybe there is an answer to it, which is bishop a3, go bishop a3, rook here, maybe castle. Okay, knight attacks. Can also play king d7. Maybe I have to play king d7 now, so I cannot defend all. How about I go knight b4, he goes rook takes c7, and I take with the knight. He moves his king. Then I also take his. I think it's a safe option because I'm getting 2 pawns or at least something. And look at this, a7 is defended, f7 is defended, he cannot give any checks, cannot do anything. How about I go bishop c3, then where will he go? Then he has to, if he plays king e1, I have this, but still it's not good because he cannot check this and this check, but then he can take. Let's take with the knight then. Now I have discovery, option 2 discovery, otherwise my, okay, what a foolish move. I would say idiotic move, fucking. Okay, but he wants to tuck his king in. Let's go. We get 1 pawn. Now we want to will he be able to attack me? Okay, bishop d6. Let's see what he does. Come back or play knight here. Let's go more active. I also have c5 square available. Can I take? Sure, I take. Also I can. He's not threatening anything, right? Or is he? And go king d7. Exchange. Some trouble. Not denying. Oh fuck. Piece is gone. No way. Not really. But maybe. Now what can you do? You can play. This was a wrong move. You had to be first go bishop f4. Come here. We're going to repeat because I am not going to repeat. अबे ये क्यों नहीं देखा मैंने? रिपीट के he enters. Cannot believe it. Take this. Take this. Okay. Only 1 point up. So he should have entered. Okay, he cannot enter. My knight is too good. I can hold this if not when. It will create weakness if I expand any further maybe, but I can go up with my king. Didn't thought about this. H6 now, defending this one. Okay, I should have gone up like this. Okay, it trapped me. अबे यार हट, कितनी हारूंगा मैं? No, I'm going to review every fucking game from now on. Before that, let me set up full board, not just screen capturing. It's fine now, okay? It is fine, okay? Do 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 do. अबे नहीं क्या एनालाइज, नेक्स्ट गेम कर लेंगे. E4 E5. Probably he knows this line better than me. He provoked us. C4. How about C4? Let me first defend the pawn and then we'll go C4. Now let's put another knight, and we also have option of playing A4 A5. A4 A5 traps his knight. Okay, A4 A5 does trap his knight. He defended against it. Bishop D3 and castle, and we're going to play this thing quick. B3 also shouldn't be problem when I castle and move my knight. Okay, does the sacrifice work? It should. It should, right? Now it doesn't. I should have played it earlier, maybe. Okay. This castle की जगह वो खेलना था. Guys, it's called Greek Gift. But an Indian can also gift. Bishop takes, king takes. He just simply takes. And it doesn't work, but I can put my rook here, bring it to e4. Actually, I didn't see this one. Knight takes. Knight takes. We're gonna play rook here and rook here. Some acrobatics. I think despite acrobatics having robotics in their name, in its name, that thing is going to be the farthest from here on that robot will achieve. Like, acrobatics is the thing that they will achieve at last. I've seen those videos of robots embarrassing themselves. Can I ignore? I think I can ignore. I'm going southwards. It looked cool to say southwards. I don't know if it is south or north. They don't talk in such a way. But now, if he plays h6, h6, oh wow, this motherfucker, this motherfucker. Okay, this motherfucker has this thing as well. But let's try. He cannot take. I'm giving check and winning this. I am right. So first of all, if I do anything weird, queen takes. I should. How about this guy is not defended, that's why it's not mate. And I think I'm going to be some material up, maybe exchange. I can take with my bishop as well, and confusing stuff. Okay, should we take from the bishop or man, this thing is so confusing. I cannot take my pawn. Check comes over here. I don't know. Oh, he can take. Doing some weird stuff. Beard stuff. Thank God I'm not doing any beard stuff. Check and doesn't. Move. Bishop, you have to move. b3. Play b3. Otherwise it's going to fall apart. everything that you have dreamt on, everything that you have built castle on, it's going to fall apart all. Uh, should I take? Where should I put? Where should I put my bishop? Over here. Rook. Rook, Baba Rook. Chandani Rook. Bishop takes, king takes, and rook over here. That's fine. I have f5, f4. I'm also attacking. I'm not sure about my bishop thing. What should I do? Bishop takes, bishop takes. Oh, not on time. Not on time. Okay, where's my analysis? Fine, e5 is the move here. d4 is a move. c4 is a move. I knew it. c4. Knight goes back. Bishop comes to d3, which it comes later. a4 was out of place. You had to develop quickly. Bishop d3, queen c2 castle, and your structure is just too strong. Cannot be broken down, and if he castles kingside, you can fuck him up. That's why a4 was not needed at all. d6. What do you mean by d6? Okay, d6. And now I had bishop takes h7. I just did a hand move. I did a hand move without even realizing. I realized after doing a move that oh, I had bishop takes h7. This bishop takes h7, king takes h7. And queen h5 cannot be stopped. Fuck. E takes f6, queen takes f6, knight b5. I was winning in 1,000 different ways, and I chose none. And that none is pretty scary. क्या बोल रहा हूँ बहनचोद. Okay, here I had bishop takes h7 again. Of course you had, because his knight is gone. I mean, not knight. I had bishop takes h7. Yes, I had bishop takes h7 because now he doesn't have f6, so he doesn't control g5 square. So I can put my knight on g5. Now again had bishop takes h7, knight g5. King comes to g6, queen. Sorry, not this one. Queen g4. Also some threats. Now it's saying d takes, knight takes, and you accept your fate that you're going to lose a king, queen. If this, then that's a mate. If this, then that's also losing a queen. So basically I was too engrossed in my own plan that I didn't see what the other guy was offering me. It's like कि तुम्हारे तुम्हारा प्लान है कि तुम चांदी के सिक्के लूटने जा रहे हो, बट द नेक्स्ट डे सोने के सिक्के आ रहे हैं पूरा एक रथ भर के, बट यू आर सो एक्साइटेड अबाउट दैट सोने का सिक्का दैट तुम लूटने के लिए सुबह ही निकल गए हो. दैट्स द थिंग. और वो लूट तुम्हें मिली नहीं क्योंकि चौकीदार ने तुम्हें पकड़ लिया, और वो जो रथ का भाई आ रहा था सोने का सिक्का, वो तुम्हारे गेट पे रुका. आधा घंटा नहीं, उसने 4 घंटा वेट किया कि यू विल कम एंड टेक दोज गोल्ड कॉइन्स, बट देन पड़ोसी ले गया वो नोट सारे के सारे. पड़ोसी फिर रफू चक्कर भी हो गया. एंड द थिंग इज़ कि इफ़ वी डोंट एनालाइज दैट वी डोंट गेट, मतलब हमको नहीं समझ में आता कि सोने का सिक्का आया था. सो आई डोंट नो इफ इट्स बेटर टू एनालाइज और नॉट. डू यू वांट टू नो कि सोने का सिक्का आया था कि नहीं जानना सोने का सिक्का? ओके, लेट्स सी कि यहाँ पे सोने का सिक्का आया था कि नहीं आया था. Here to I took, yes, correct. Knight f6, knight c5, all the correct moves. Took and play e5, c f6 maybe. Yeah, that looks solid. Oh fuck, e5 is such a good idea. Your only issue in the position is your light squared bishop, and look at this beast on e6. e6 looks totally dominating. It's like this guy was dominant bishop, but it became submissive because of lack of people and lack of space. This guy couldn't know in his lifetime that it was dominant. Poor soul. But fine, this move is also good. Then now I had to play bishop d7. Okay. Okay, bishop e6 is also fine. Knight b4, correct again. Knight takes e3, correct again. Now, bishop c5 check. King g1. Bishop d6 traps the rook or what? Yes, it does. Knight d3 here. Bishop e7, bishop taking. Both are fine. And did a passive move. I have to go knight b4. It looks scary. Honestly, it looks scary. Oh, okay, king e7 was a was better square. Only if I had noticed. e7 was a natural move and a better square. Then c quick rook d4, and here I had to go knight b4 to play knight d5 क्या uh, to play knight d5 yeah. And correctly I had found कि knight d5 doesn't work. He has to play bishop f4 because e5 is also nothing, so he'll win a piece. This was kind of equal if I had repeated. Let's say if I go back, what happens then? Then also it remains equal. For two pieces I get his rook, but I'm also kind of, I cannot move. I have to play rook f8, rook c8 actually. I want to play rook c8, but then it hangs this pawn. So you want to play rook f8, something. Actually, what's your plan after of playing rook f8? Until you cannot move. Oh fuck! Look at this position, man. You can't move in this. If I move this rook, my pawn hangs. If I move this pawn, my other pawn hangs. If I move this pawn hangs. If I move this pawn, my pawn hangs. If I move this pawn, my pawn hangs. I can move this pawn, but it doesn't accomplish anything. Actually, it does. It prepares king f8 and g7. So fine. So was f6 was a move कि एक पॉन लेके सब ख़त्म कर और हमको हमारी बहु बेटियाँ वापस दे, एक्टिविटी वापस दे. h5 also makes sense कि you want to, h5 actually doesn't make sense. h5 does. h5 h4 rook h5. Fine, हम कहाँ पे थे लेके? At this I lost everything. Okay. E4 apple. d4. I was thinking about at this point कि let's play h3, my knight will get bent, but उसका तो सवाल ही नहीं उठता. Knight got exchanged. He wants to trade my queen. How about I also do this? Take my queen. But it will be the same actually, because I also moved it back now. Now I can play knight d5. Can I? Can I? Always. Can I is the question. Knight d5. And he castles and I go back. Also I can play this. Knight d5 seems to me a good move, but he will castle. Wow, interesting approach. He just wants to exchange everything. He thinks that I am very strong player, so let's exchange everything. Otherwise this guy will win. Play g5. I want g5. Okay, I'm going to long castle next. now your pawn is under attack, but uh, you need not to be worried because it's under attack, not under custody or something. Pawn is fine. If I play e5, he'll take, I'll take, and take or take it doesn't earn you anything, does it? Maybe it does. It will give me a pawn. My structure kind of like my structure, so I think I can wait, sit, read, but don't wait too much. So I should have gone d4 to attack one of his pawns. Okay. Pawn takes, bishop takes, knight takes. Okay, he's giving me a pawn as well. मतलब इतनी क्या उतावल की तुमने pawn ही दे दिया. Bishop takes, knight takes, rook takes, rook takes, rook takes, and do you think that you can hold this one? Is this holdable? Opposite side bishop. Then it's a draw. But we have same colored bishops. And उसने तो ये भी दे दिया. Wow. This guy. I mean, maybe let's put all our guys on light square. He is also doing that. Okay, will you fall for it? Will you fall for it? A6 is coming. I'm happy if you exchange bishop. This should be winning. And it is winning. And it will be winning. Coming for you. Coming for you is the age of dew. Even if you can win my pawn, this one, okay, how will you protect h7 and h8? That's okay, fine. Gonna take your pine. Okay, before you do that, I have this one. Okay, he's going to take, but you know what's going to happen. Let's analyze. So, knight c6. I feel कि I'm better in the Scotch opening or semi-scotch rather than playing Italian. I should play scotch. Anyway, scotch is more fun, but Italian is a broad term. You don't know what you're talking about when you say Italian. Okay, Italian, but Italian what? Queen d3 is correct move here. Queen d3, queen e3, queen d1. Queen d1 is a fattu type move. But the queen d3 and e3 both are, you know, hindering their bishops, but it's still a good move. And I had to go bishop d3. Okay, I'm the one who is like a mature boy. I'm the one who agrees to back off. Here he had long castle. Yeah, if he had done long castling, then his life would have been better. But then he was like, let's exchange, let's exchange. My mom has told me that in loving and caring relationship you should exchange your respective partner. Okay. Okay, now bishop b3. Okay, he gave me a pawn. How can I refuse pawn? Then it was easy, kind of easy. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. AG, PG, Karoji. One last game. What is it called? This is... I'm going to defend my pawn. I am going to defend my pawn. However you try. I'm defending it. And now my structure is strong. Actually, you don't know how to play this opening. Actually, you don't know. Now I'm fine. And look at you. Pawn down. Hara, Takahara, Bichara. Pawn Kamara. You take mine, I take yours. Is that a deal you'll admire? I can't save my bishop. It's possibility. It's possible to save your bishops. In this type of you know position, you have to, when you sacrifice something na, gambit or a pawn, what you have to do is ki, okay, not needed maybe, this I gave him. You have to generate counter play very fast. You have to attack basically. When he settles down your opposition, when your opponent settles down, then his pawn up and you are gone. I kind of thinking ki this bishop is strong. Should I make his structure bad or what should I do? let's first take and go queen c2. Then I'll be threatening bishop f7 to win a pawn, and there will come a rook. Now it's not possible. I should move, that's why. Takes, bishop takes and pawn takes. Yeah, that's fine. That structure is fine. Just fine. And if you don't take, I'm coming with knight d4. Yeah, and now I have a chance to, so his plan is to do nothing or what? Here rook takes, but rook takes. I don't know. Now I control. If I can take, bishop takes. क्या चांस है मेरे पास? Actually his knight is defending h7 का pawn, so I'm not sure if I can go, but I have one threat. Let's see if he falls for it or not. He didn't know, so he didn't. And I don't have masterful any of the sacrifices. Rook takes this, takes this. My rook is in a weird place right now, so should I exchange? Bishop takes his. I should exchange. Takes, bishop takes. I don't know. Have to play quick. Bishop takes, rook takes, and I go here to enter. अबे यार, come back or go king h2. He'll take, I'll take an elephant, so yeah, I can go up. अबे fuck, pawn takes. कुछ भी कर सकता था मैं, literally anything. Queen takes h4. Yeah, queen takes h4 was not that good, or actually it was. Come back, equal था मैच यहाँ पे तो. See, it was equal actually. I was the one pressing. Queen a4 and it's over. Queen d7. Takes and you win pawn. Okay. You also up pawn. G takes. Yeah, G takes, obviously G takes. So I told you his approach was not good. He let me settle, and that's why I was this much ahead and evil. But then I fucked up. Queen e4. I had thought of queen e4. His pawn was also hanging. Queen takes d4. Oh my god. There were 1,000 different ways to win. Again, I chose the wrong one. Let's win one last one. अबे ये क्या ओपनिंग है? I didn't wanted to play this one. क्या ही खेल दिया मैंने. d4 doesn't work. This is really bad. And I'm not even your dad. Queen will take. I have to go bishop d7. I have no other options. But knight takes, I take his bishop. He takes my bishop, queen takes, and that's the simplest of all. And knight takes. That's the simplest. I can also give him check on b4. That empty shite. And he took. This one interesting. How about bishop b4? Oh, bishop b4, he comes back with the knight. First he can give me check. उसकी ये इच्छा पूरी हो सकती है. Should I go up and take his pawn? Or it's not good? You take my pawn, I'll take yours. I don't know what I'm doing. This way, if it takes this, I'll defend that. Okay, after 94 I take and he is giving me check and taking this pawn. For now I can stop that. He is building something, that's for sure. Should I go full material clenching moves? Can also put my knight out. Let's first play king e1, but then it comes and and but then there is this. After rook takes, I take. There is this, so I cannot take this. Equal material. Rook takes g8. Check here. I shouldn't have allowed him this. I cannot fumble. Little bit and thinking. Cannot save this. Basically what he needs to do is just push, which is not doing. Now he'll take. Good. Okay, now how do you stop me? Because there's no checks. That's a good trickery. I don't know what am I supposed to do. Where should I go? Okay, yaar, again he has this fucking annoying pin. Push and I take. Can I win? बहनचोद इतनी मेहनत करने के बाद. It was easy win. It was, right? Even if it wasn't, I would have won that. Yeah, I was about to go queen even check. And he had to find queen e2. Do you think he will find? No, I don't think so. He'll do anything but find queen e2. भाई क्या मैं टाइम पे, क्या हूँ मैं टाइम पे? क्या मेरा टाइम आएगा? I want to win some match यार. बुलेट खेल के जल्दी जीत पाऊंगा. एक मैच जीतनी है सिर्फ. Hello, Sherlock the Goat. I think you have came on stream before as well, right? You came to... I think you are the one who said no galis. You are the one that restricted गाली. तो अब मैं ऐसे याद रखता हूँ लोगों की कि कौन क्या है. आप बताइए कि आप सो के उठे या फिर आप सोने वाले हैं. I can also take his knight. Okay, now I have chance to double. I came when Neroditsky passed away. Oh. My brain. Okay, a little trick there. And he falls for it. Let's go with win. Bullet is simple that way. Okay, you're Indian or not? Because a lot of people out of India also watched that Naroditsky stream. What's your rating? if you're higher rated or any rated, can you give me tips on time, how to manage time? I mean, not in chess, in general. No, I mean, I always lose on time. Yes, you are. मतलब आप ही तो एक है chat में. No one else is here. Sometimes I myself chat from a random account to make myself happy. No, I just made that up. That's not true. But you are innocent. I must say you are innocent. Asking me, enough of chess. Actually, I wanted to watch. I was watching this one video before coming to stream. Yeah, I'm 1800 elo. Just please give me some tips on how do you manage time, because my time is always, my clock is always like 2 minutes, or like when opponent is on 2 minutes I am on 10 seconds. That's what happens to me. Like, are you good on that aspect? I should see my that pattern where chess.com allows you to see key on which move you spend the most time. Maybe I'm spending my whole time on one move. But I was telling you कि मैं देख रहा था एक वीडियो. It was from Dr. K, so we can watch that. मेरा बाकी रह गया था देखना वो. Still to watch it. So how about we watch it together? It's interesting what is saying.
In a temporary way. So what we want.
Fast in the opening and thinking after. Okay, let's check. Ki what? Let's see. Here, this is an opening, and I played quick. I mean, let's not talk about bullet and blitz. Opening quick, fine. I'm playing quick, even if I don't know this opening because I mouse clicked it, misclicked it. Okay, whatever. Here already I'm 10 seconds down. Okay, I took 20 seconds here. Agreed that position is bad, but I should have played bishop d7 earlier, thinking that okay, this is the only option. You're not going to move your king to e7. Then also this comes. Okay, that's not coming, but you're not going to move your king. The French is kind of boring, I think. Okay, but maybe I'm boring person. That's why I find it fun. I just played Karokan. Okay, I used to play Karokan, but now I play French. Here I am down, but I was down in position only. This time I fucked up this position because of opening fumble. Not you, the French. You are great. Now I'm saying ki because I am boring person, I find boring thing fun. Thanks for the compliment. Eh, fine. Here, I think कि opponent only is playing too quick. भाई थोड़ा तो सोच लो ये क्या कुछ भी मुंह खेल रहा है वे. Okay, I took time here, 30 seconds. So I'm seeing a pattern कि I play quick generally, but in in a single move I take 30 seconds. In a move which is not even that much significant, I should play anything. Just don't take 30 seconds. I like boring things, but not the French. Okay. Here, again took 10 seconds. 5 seconds. And look at him. This motherfucker is. Oh my god. He's where he started at 3 minutes. I cannot blame myself, yaar. I mean, it's 17 moves in, and you're playing Blitz, and this is not how you should be playing. I have nothing to blame. What can I do if you are playing crap? I understand that strategy now. Let's play one game and see what happens. I'm going to play quick. Who is your favorite chess player? Maybe it's kind of sinful to even ask in this Magnus guy's era. He doesn't let you choose only. Most of the chess, whatever they if they are into chess, they'll say Magnus. So yeah, Magnus Carlsen. The dragon. Yeah, it's a dragon. Okay. Yeah, it's a dragon. I can play h4, h5. Magnus Carlsen is the best, yeah. What should I play? Oh, wait. Wasted 30 seconds. Let's put knight in the center. Start attacking the king. I can if I had planned it earlier. Now I cannot, maybe. Let's play c3 next. c3 next. If he exchanges everything, I think the structure is solid. Like pawn on d5. But I didn't exchange. Still, can I play c3? And if I play... You're supposed to be higher than 1400 elo, I think. Yes, I'm supposed to be a lot of things, but that's what it is. If I play c3 and he is going to play knight c4 and I'll take, it'll be a weaker pawn structure. 1600 maybe, yeah. That's the aim. I'm 1900 in rapid as well. What? Rook will come to d1. I'm not breaking anyway with a4 when his bishop is there. Now if I play f, then think about this one. And a3 comes if he plays b4, but a4 I go back to b4. If I do this, then he has the square. Now can I go a3? Did I allow too much? k4 is not coming, but a3 or c3? Oh, I have to play something. This is sad, I'm alone in this life. It's more sad for me than you. Believe me. Oh, wait. Rook. How about rook there? Oh. I follow a French class YouTuber called Rockmod Chess, is very good. French chess YouTuber. I was like French class YouTube. If I play h3 and f4, where will his thing go? Back. He'll go back. rook a4 and rook a1. ओ फक, लास्ट में ही ब्लंडर हो जाता है यार, क्या करें अब। He has this, but rematch. It's kind of rude if you don't accept rematch. Rematch. Decline. That's even more rude. This time I'm going to play just two quick chess. Not going to think. Like, let my intuition play a role. Let it. Let's go c6. Bishop queen c7 here, so he cannot come. Sorry, expect the blunder. That was nice. Rook takes doesn't work. Let's push. Can I go b5 as well? That would be too much weakening. We can put this knight over here, bishop over here. Okay, pawn b5 now. Threatening checkmate. Not really. But if I play knight e4, rook cannot take. And then I'll go bishop f4, 5. Good with the time. Here, good with the time. Going to go rook e7 and rook e8. Also there is bishop f4. Just controlling more squares in his area. Bishop f5 and this. When his knight moves, we'll have something to worry about. But till then, now he's thinking. Wow, first time he's thinking. I mean, we don't have same opponent, but Sherlock, the goat, and the other person watching, please do subscribe. I'm gonna sleep midnight in France. Good luck in your life. Man, keep going. Okay, you are in France. And there also it's midnight. We also have midnight here. But are you French or Indian living in French? France, I mean. Remember कि Europe's time works 3 hours behind from here. So it's like if it's 5 here, it will be 2 there. Let me search. It's 12:30. Okay. You're from Belgium. Nice. What's Belgium cuisine like? I mean, okay, here is. Okay, game got abandoned. Man, this is not how I wanted to win. No. The one time I was playing good, I was playing quick. What a bad day. I play good, I play quick. I was about to win. I mean, not. I was not winning, but. And then game gets abandoned. Yeah, all the best moves. Even I found A5. French fries are actually from Belgium. What the fuck? I didn't know. I didn't know. Wow. French fries is my favorite, by the way. When it has potato in it, sometimes they what they do is they deep fry it, and then it doesn't taste that good. I mean, it should be little crispy and mostly with potato and flexible like that. How do you get French fries there? What's, I mean, texture like there? And do you also have like the shop from which it originated? Like we have a lot of famous dishes over here, and there's shop, their original shop from which they originated. Maybe if, it would be too old French fries, so maybe there's no particular shop. This thing. Okay, B5 is also a good move. 94. If I check my accuracy right now, it will be 95 plus. And I just played on my intuition, completely on my intuition. I should trust my own intuition more. Okay, it shows I'm 2200. We eat fries in sops called in French. brachiophritis. Brachiophritis. Okay. Wow. Let me see its pronunciation. So it has spatial shop. Barak. Barak a fro. Okay. Fry. S is silent. Street. Okay, that's street.
Une baraque à frites.
Okay, it's a familiar expression. Wait, this is what it likes.
Une baraque à frites. Une baraque à frites.
I can never pronounce this way. In my language is Gujarati. I have problem pronouncing it words. I cannot pronounce that.
Une baraque à frites.
When Barak Afrit.
Une baraque à frites.
When Barak Afrit. Okay. Now I'm going to watch that video I was watching before coming to stream. French is very hard to learn, right? But it's still very famous to, learn. Like, there are a lot of people, like Spanish speaking people, Chinese, which means Mandarin. So if you look at it, English is obviously everywhere. Then there is Mandarin to communicate with Chinese, and then there is Spanish, but then there is French, which even after small population is spoken like in very good amount. Okay, so Belgium also speaks French. Or what? So I've never heard Belgian's language. Mandarin is the most spoken language, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I'd also heard that. Because all the Chinese people and its neighboring countries speak Mandarin. Like Taiwan and maybe other few countries. In India, if we look at the population, we will be a little behind China. Belgium speak a part French and a part Netherlands. Okay, part of French language and Netherlands. Netherlands means Dutch language. Okay, now it clicks to me that because earlier most of the boundaries were not there, so culture are kind of mixed, or they were cultures, then after that came the boundary. Small country but lot of languages, yeah. That happens in Europe, right? Your French, Spanish, Dutch, maybe some people will also speak Russian. Like Anis Kiri speaks Russian, yeah. Kiri speaks Russian, Dutch, yeah, German too. When here, uh, you know, war happens for languages, dominance, and something. It is always that to make a language sustainable, you have to develop economies around it, maybe literature, build literature, and that doesn't happen from nationalism. Okay, nationalism plays a part, but you have to, that should be spontaneous. Everything should be like in flow. If that's not the case, if you're forcing a language, then it cannot that cannot happen. That's what I think. That when India becomes a great economy, in this uh, like Hindi becomes big as well when India becomes big economy. So just by forcing something, you cannot make it. Of course, yeah, but people doesn't understand over here. Politicians doesn't understand over here, or maybe they do, and they want to, just do it for. Yes, I live in India. Okay, what did you think? What was your guess? I did that Naroditsky stream, and after I, like during the stream, I didn't uh, check, but after I realized that no, not about India. What did you think? Where I was like before? I mean, you can answer that as well. What do you think of about India? So I was telling that after I did that Naroditsky stream, I checked and it was like I was speaking and I was the loudest. And you can only hear Naroditsky if you, you know, turn your volume on full. So I was like, I fucked up. I had to do audio capture high and my own mic's voice like low. And then now I have a good mic, but before I was speaking from another mic, like my headphones mic. Yeah, there's nothing to worry, but Uh, do you have tournaments there? Like lot of FIDE tournaments? Because here we have small tournaments, but when there are a lot of FIDE tournaments, but in South, not in my state. I think I'm gonna go. I'll be back in the next stream. I hope. Okay, I'm also going. Bye bye. See you. Hope you come back in next stream. I'll have to also sleep. It's 5:30 in the morning. Bye bye. Till then, let's watch this video.
want to do is
Goodbye. Goodbye, bro. यहाँ से देखते हैं.
a month from now, 3 months from now, 6 months from now. So the first is undoubtedly the life.
Early stream. Yeah. Early stream when you don't sleep.
That you have right now is going to be tiring in some ways, and you have to do extra work to dig yourself out of the life that you have into the life that you want, right? So it's not going to, like, this is the problem, is you're already kind of at the verge of drowning, and you're already exhausted, and you're so tired when you get home. All you have time for is to play video games, and you don't feel like doing anything else. So is there any trick to help us do a little bit of extra work, which is going to leave us even more exhausted, right? And then we're sort of like, it's tricky because now we're even more tired when we wake up tomorrow, but this has to be gone through in a temporary way. So what we want to do is frame the work that we're doing as stepping stones to the life that we want. Now, this engages a really, really, really important cognitive principle.
By stepping stone, he means that you're living a life that you want, and you're also getting results of it, as in that every stepping stone you jump on gives you momentum, which again pushes you to the life you want. And here he means that, okay, you didn't see the whole video, but what he means is it's a habit. Humans are wired to work 7 days, and when we get weekends, then problem arises or something like that. Like in starting, you're getting better, but you're not feeling better. One day you work hard, second day you work hard, then you're not feeling better, but you're actually getting better. So the next day you will come, and then next day the results will show immediately, like in an instant.
So if you look at rats who become depressed and inactive, there's some really fascinating studies. It's really sad what they do. They put rats basically, they dump them in a bucket of water where there's a little subsurface, right beneath the surface, there's a little like pillar that they can stand on. So they swim around and they're panicking, and once they find the pillar, they hang on to it, and then they're fine. So then what happens is when we're trying to measure depression in rats, what we'll do is then they'll remove the pillar and they'll drop the rat in. And then the rat will swim around and it'll look for the pillar, look for the pillar, look for the pillar. It doesn't find the pillar, and eventually it'll give up. The interesting thing is it gives up. It still has energy to keep swimming, but mentally it'll give up. And if we mess with its serotonin concentrations, things like that, it'll start giving up way faster, etc. So here's the key thing to understand from this principle. If you are in a dead end life, your brain will not provide you with the energy to get out of it. Right? That's the whole point of giving up. When things are over, when you perceive, let's say you're playing a video game and you guys are down 20K and the enemy team is winning. Once you perceive that there is no point to the task that you are doing to get dead end life. Your key thing to understand from this principle. If you are in a dead end life, your brain will not provide you with the energy to get out of it. Right? That's the whole point of giving up. When things are over, when you perceive, let's say you're playing a video game and you guys are down 20K and the enemy team is winning. Once you perceive that there is no point to the task that you are doing, the brain will give up. It'll decrease your motivation. You'll just give up entirely. So the key thing that I teach people is to view your tasks as a stepping stone. Even your dead-end job is a stepping stone. There's something called the mnemic effect, which is a psychological principle that I'm also alluding to. This is about how to get people to do hard things. And the key way to get someone to do something that is hard is to frame it as a stepping stone to what they want, right? And we use this all the time. Eat your vegetables, then you'll get dessert. Clean your room, then you get to play video games or watch Naruto, which is what my kids are. They have to shower and then they get to watch Naruto today. We're going to watch it. It's Chunin exam. Epic. No spoilers. So if that last bit of digging yourself out of that hole is going to be using this principle of viewing everything that you don't want to do as a stepping stone. Now, I understand that this is a little bit contradictory because here I am saying don't do any...
Actually, that doesn't work for me. That doesn't work for me. Like saying ki this you have to do as a part of a bigger thing which will give you joy, but this won't. Then I cannot do it.
Anything that will exhaust you, right, and leave you more tired for the next day. And that's where, unfortunately, I see that it usually takes about anywhere from 90 to 180 days of people adopting this attitude of reconditioning, which is going to make you a little bit more tired, working on stepping stones to your next thing. And if you all do this, something beautiful will happen. At the very beginning, you will be more exhausted, right? But it'll be a little...
But I totally agree with the reconditioning thing. Like, yeah, that needs to be done. Loved his this idea of reconditioning from your normal state, from your current state to whatever you want to be. Just continue doing that and you'll settle in there. Like that was your normal state.
Little bit like boot camp, where if you keep at it for a couple of weeks and you can make small changes at a time, eventually you'll start to shift, and eventually you'll start to have more energy. You'll feel more recovered because you've reconditioned and you're working on getting past that dead-end job. And then you open the door to love the grind. Hey y'all, hope you enjoyed today's video. We talk about a bunch of topics like this on the channel, so be sure to subscribe for more. If you're already subscribed, GG, and we'll see you in chat.
I think on grind, about grind is a Western word. It comes from all of its environment and all of the conditioning, confidence thing and all. But if you see it from Gita perspective, grind doesn't seem grind. That's attachment and non-detachment thing. That if you're enjoying the current moment without attaching yourself to it, or without attaching yourself to the end goal, whatever you want to achieve, then you don't think about that. You can plan, you can act like a normal being, but you're enjoying what you're supposed to do and you're doing what you're supposed to do. There's nothing negative or grindy about it. So that's also a perspective. I like that, but it's tough to do. See you, tata, bye bye. Bye bye.